We're live! Happy Wednesday.
Happy hour.
You've been sitting on your butt, feeling like a weenie, but now it's 5:30. It's time for a martini. Welcome to our show. Welcome to our Kiki 5:30 bar.
Oh, brought to you by Lemons again.
Brought to you by Lemons. I like it. Hi, Dills. Happy Wednesday.
I'm forgetting that one line.
I know, you're not off book, but that's okay. You'll get it one day. It's only been, what are we calling this? 73 episodes?
Episode 73.
It's only been 73 days. You'll get it before we get out of quarantine. How are you? How's your day? Happy Wednesday. Happy hour.
My day's good. It's beautiful again here in New York City.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
I just kind of have been in and out of my patio all day. Just kind of playing Animal Crossing from outside.
Right. You have that fancy Queens Astoria patio, the front yard. We don't have that here in Manhattan, but amazing.
Yes.
Hello, Ashley. Happy hump day. I see people are starting to trickle in. You guys, we are so pumped for today's episode. We have a Double Trouble episode.
Double Trouble. Perfect.
Yeah. I think that's what we're going to call it. Funnily enough, I was talking to, well, this story won't make any sense, but later it'll make sense. I was talking to Mark Tuminelli for a while this morning and going through why today is going to be so fun. Both of today's guests I met at 54 Below.
I agree.
Isn't that weird?
Yes.
He graduated Carnegie Mellon, I think, and was on Broadway 15 minutes later.
Roughly 15 minutes later, yeah. That's
and
correct.
was in a Ben Rahala concert, and Ben was like, we have this new, he's new to New York City, he's in Harry Potter. And I was like, oh, great, someone from a play. And he got up there and his voice is like the most gorgeous, soulful, buttery, delicious, droopy vocals. And I was obsessed.
I remember I was at that concert and I could not tell you. It was definitely a Broadway
Sings, Broadway Loves,
Broadway
Feels,
Sings,
Broadway
Broadway
Wants,
Does.
one of those.
Concert, but what was it? Maybe Nathan remembers.
Maybe he'll remember. And then she was in a Broadway workshop reunion concert and sang Cabaret. And I've never watched an entire room of people perk up and go, who's that? Faster.
Yeah.
Just blew the roof off of everything. It was bananas. They are also just two of the sweetest, best people. And they're our guests today. Do you think we're ready to just jump in?
Let's bring them on in.
All right. Please welcome. Let me switch my banner up. Please welcome to the show. Where is it? Micaela Diamond and Nathan Salstone. Hi, guys.
Wow. Thanks for the intro. That was nice.
Oh my God. Lemons. Brought to you by Lemons. You guys, thanks for joining us. Where are you coming to us from today?
We are in Sarasota, Florida, and there's a beautiful view right in front of us.
Oh my gosh. Gorge. Not a bad place to shelter, I guess.
Not a bad place.
No.
But we're going back to the city on Sunday, back home. And
oh my God. That's so exciting.
Well, I'm sure the city will be happy to have you back. Amazing. Before we jump into all of the antics we have planned for you today, she's empty. And if you don't mind, I'd love to hear your choice of cocktail for us today.
Well, it is Whiskey Wednesday. So we're going to more, baby. So we just ate dinner, and it was the first time I haven't had a drink during dinner this whole time.
he was like, it feels weird waiting.
I was like, this is crazy.
I think it's also crazy that you guys just had dinner. It's 5:30.
We are retired old white people here in Florida.
We wake up at 7, go to bed at 10:30.
Play tennis. We are old people.
Wow, you guys are living your best Florida lives.
Speak of the devil, Mark, who I'm going to just leak now. You guys are the first to know. Mark and his hubby will be joining us next week on the Quarantini. Unannounced. Get excited, you guys.
Well, I can't wait to watch them. They've been doing some fun baking. So
they're professionals.
All right, let's drink. So we're going to do...
I'm ready. Sorry, I got off topic.
There's ice in here.
We're going to do 4 because we're making it for both of us.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So I'll just do 2 then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
That's 7. And
We have a name for that here. We call it the Danny Quadrino pour, when you just kind of lose count.
Nice.
Oh, Danny.
Then we're going to do some agave.
Ooh.
sweeten it up. One of those, right?
2,
Or
because it's for both of us.
1 if you're making a single.
It'd be quite hefty. And then some lemon.
All right. Let's see.
Want me to do one?
God, I'm so excited for this.
Go more.
Sprinkling lemon good for cleaning up. Let's just dump it
I'm
all.
just making one. So what do you think? Half a lemon, a whole lemon, a quarter?
I would say quarter lemon should be good.
Great. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the 5:30 Quarantini. We don't know you're here unless you comment. It's not like Instagram. So if you want us to know you're here, if you want us to love on you, or if you have any questions, get involved. Hop into the comments. We're making a whiskey sour.
Yep, and it's just whiskey, agave, lemon, ice, and then mix it all up.
And love.
So we recently got this shaker, and we were making some tonic drinks, and I didn't realize that you can't take a tonic.
A carbonated.
Right. Or it goes whoop. A few times.
Oh, this is fun. Look at the dude.
Right? It's fun.
All right.
That's right.
Whew. Oh my God. It's
Yeah,
so
I've made that mistake
so
before
good.
and shaken like soda water.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think about that.
Just goes
And are we keeping the ice, or do you want me to strain this guy?
Strain it.
Drain it.
All right.
All right. Here we go.
It's probably.
I'm gonna put a little ice in.
Oh, mine's really big. Oops. It's gonna be great. Whiskey Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Cheers.
I'm good. Cheers, you guys.
Cheers. I put
Welcome
mine
to
in a
the show.
fancy little up glass.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Love it.
I'm gonna confess to something, which is that I didn't realize you can make a whiskey sour with just that. Like, I think I always assumed it involved like eggs or like a store-bought mix or like something terrible.
Some people use egg whites
I love an egg white.
and like an orange and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love a whiskey sour.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
I don't think I've had a whiskey sour all quarantine. So this is like
Oh, perfect. 73 days.
perfect.
My favorite go-to drink while I'm on vacation happens to be also my mother's favorite drink, which is a divorced mom kind of drink, which is an amaretto sour. And so I got very into this taste of like sours, like desserty, kind of thick, and now I'm onto whiskey. So, you know.
This is so good. And this is actually not, it doesn't have that, I don't love that like super syrupy sweet taste.
Yeah.
Like so, yeah, I'm into it. How
This is
easy.
great.
It's
I'm going to be down in these
Micaela,
tonight.
I'm not a strong independent woman like Micaela, so I don't like whiskey on the rocks. I need something to sweeten it up.
Speaking of Micaela and her sophisticated palate and her knowledge of drinks and things, I heard that there's more congratulations in store.
Yes, there is.
I heard you got into culinary school,
I did get into culinary.
which is like so cool. Wait, why are we not talking about that already?
Wait, I did not know this.
Oh, I didn't tell Dylan in advance.
I'm so excited.
This is so exciting.
I'm so excited for
to
you.
start the day after my play was going to close, which was June 26th,
She was
something like
supposed
that.
to do a play at the Atlantic Theater Company off Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
But that got canceled.
But it's okay because
Everything got canceled.
Because they're in Florida having a great time.
Yeah, and so I think their school is closed until the end of June, but they say they're going to open around mid-July. So hopefully I'll get into a class soon after then. But it's just it's ICC in downtown, in like Soho area.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Have you always been a culinary minded?
Not really until high school. Like I wasn't like a little kid growing up with like my grandma's recipes at all. But I just kind of got into like a farm to table vibe, kind of late high school, early like share starting and like needing to cook for myself all of a sudden, not having somebody cooking for me. And I love it. I love food. I love where it comes from. I love cooking. I could spend hours and hours in the kitchen and like the time would fly by. And so there was like a point we came back from Europe after eating all this delicious food, and I kind of was like having a bit of a breakdown of like, what am I going to do when like I am unemployed and like I don't feel creative in any other space besides like making a self-tape, which is no longer fun. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was like, I got to think of something to keep me creative. And it ended up being food. And I kind of came to that conclusion in January and then started looking at schools and decided I can't really nix my entire career and go to culinary school in Paris.
Right.
So I figured like ICC was a perfect middle of like, I can do part-time, and then if something comes up, I'm allowed to take a little leave. And it's like a really good balance. And I'm just so excited to explore something different and feel really excited about something else.
Well, congratulations. That's so exciting.
Alex Rubin asks, how does one apply to culinary schoal? Does your application involve a recipe, a doggy bag, a wine pairing? If so, how do I sign up to review these applications?
That's incredible. It's not really like musical theater auditions by any means. You don't do much. You kind of just have an interview and then send in your, high school, stuff and whatever it is. But it's cool because it's going to be such a wide age range, because people decide to go to culinary school, like definitely not right out of high school. So there'll be some young people and some older people trying to switch it up, and it'll be fun.
Right. Oh my God, that's so cool. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is so cool. Speaking of, this is a terrible segue. We have a game to play.
So, I was like, I wonder what we're going to do after this. Speaking of culinary school.
Well, I think we should play the game because we almost forgot to play Jen Cody's game yesterday. Because
that's true.
If I have too much of the drink of the day, the wheels come off the bus and I forget where I am. So, as we both know, you two are like child prodigies who are so talented at such a young age. And Dylan and I are very old and also great. So when I was thinking about fun games to play themed for young shining stars, I was inspired by TikTok, which I just downloaded and I'm very good at.
Wow.
But on TikTok, they have those games where they're like, most likely to this. And you're supposed to like bop your head side to side.
Oh, we've seen that.
So have I, as I'm scrolling for hours on end. It's very addicting.
What else is there to do right now?
Yeah.
So I asked you guys to prep a little card with your names on it. Do you guys have cards? Great. And Dylan and I are going to play too. So, yes.
I spilled some drink on mine, obviously, because I'm crushing it over here. So it looks like there's like a nice little half moon on each side.
Yeah, it's very artistic.
Thank you.
So I'll ask a question. We'll count to 3. You'll tell me who you think the answer is.
Okay.
Anybody is inspired and has their own questions, jump in there. Otherwise, I have a list of questions that I pulled off of TikTok.
Oh, God.
I skipped the worst ones. I skipped some really, some unsavory, get it?
Oh, okay.
Culinary language, unsavory answers. Okay. So Nathan's answers are himself or Micaela, the same, and Dylan and I's answers are the two of us. Just if you're following along at home, that's how this game is going to work. Oh my gosh, the comments I didn't see are blowing up with people saying that we're not that old. Great. And hello, Hope. And hello, Lynn. And hello, Joanne. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Okay. Who is the homebody? Which one of you is the homebody? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, really?
It's funny that you guys...
We all did the opposite.
Yeah. All right, cool. Who is... This is not fair because I can see them in advance. Who is grumpier in the morning? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no. No.
I like that we all think we're grumpier in the morning. Michael was definitely grumpier in the morning today because of all of the jalapeno margaritas.
Jalapeno margaritas yesterday. Who's most likely to get arrested? Who's most likely to get arrested? 1, 2, 3. Micaela.
Wow.
That is not what I expected.
It would be like some stupid accident.
Totally.
It would be like she's driving too slow or something. You're like, I don't know.
Driving too slow. You guys are in Florida down there. That's what you're thinking.
Real good here.
I just, as soon as I'm faced with anyone in a position of authority, I like cower and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Versus like Dylan turns into a Real Housewife immediately. He's like throwing things.
We'll see. We'll see.
Who is messier? Who is messier? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Micaela. And we agreed. All right, both teams are in agreement.
Different ways, okay?
I'm emotionally messy.
Oh,
I just meant like you leave things out.
Hi, Robbie.
Robbie. Okay.
Hi,
Judith Salstone. Any relation?
Mother.
Any relation?
all right. Who spends more money? Who spends more money?
I'm gonna really think about this one.
All right, I'm ready.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, definitely.
Guitars.
Oh my god.
I do not spend more money. Michael's
You do
wrong.
too. You go out and you buy nice wine. You like nice. You're a housewife. I'm telling you. You like nice things.
Micaela buys like a lot of groceries regularly. Like she loves groceries.
In the grocery store
like
today.
home goods and stuff.
Get off in there.
Wait, is Home Goods open in Florida?
Yes.
All right,
let's
go. Let's go, Michael. We're gonna do this on the road.
I'm so jealous. I can't wait for Home Goods.
I can't wait to go to Home Goods.
Because if I'm getting a new instrument, I have to get all the accessories, all of the and they're not cheap. So
right. How many guitars do you have?
So we're moving in together, and we were just talking about this today. In our apartment, we're gonna have 2 acoustic guitars, 2 classical guitars,
1 mandolin.
2 mandolins.
2 mandolins.
2 regular ukuleles.
It's like Noah's Ark over here. Okay.
That's what I said. 1 baritone ukulele, a keyboard, and an electric. That's 12 instruments.
So you guys are gonna be basically a studio, like a music studio.
Oh, beyond. That's what I've been spending money on during this quarantine.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's fun.
Who is funnier? Which one of you is funnier? 1, 2, 3.
Nice. Nailed it.
You guys.
I'm definitely funnier, Michael.
No, I'm the funny one, Dylan. You're the heartfelt one.
I can be heartfelt and funny at the same time.
No, impossible.
Who is a game for us and not for our guests?
Yeah, exactly.
Our guests are somehow more in sync than we are. Okay, who is more likely to fall in public? This is a weird one. This is a dumb one, but I'm asking it anyway. Who's most likely to fall in public?
Easy.
Micaela again.
Me. It's definitely me.
Micaela tripped in one of her curtain calls and shared.
Did you really?
That obviously was not one of the 5 times that Michael was there.
So I have a video. I could probably go back and find it at some point, but I have a video on my phone from after the curtain call of me in my dressing room taking off my makeup at the sink and just sobbing. Like, I'm just recording this video because I want to remember that it's not actually a big deal, but I'm just having a hard time not feeling embarrassed right now. Weeping.
Oh no.
It was so embarrassing. Teal had to sit with me in my dressing room and be like, Micaela, it's gonna be okay. I was like, I would laugh at me if I was in the audience.
Oh my God.
How bell bottoms just flat on my face.
I mean,
at least your wig didn't come off, right?
No, it didn't. That would have been bad. But
thing, though.
Just presenting us, and I just went down. He was like,
oh.
It happens.
He didn't know what to do. He just stood there.
Was this out of town or was this on the Broadway?
This was on a fucking Broadway.
Okay.
Never again was I so careless at the house.
Yeah.
I mean,
every time I was like heel toe, heel kick, heel kick, heel, you know what I mean? Or toe kick, whatever the fuck it is.
Heel kick.
I feel like if you're gonna fall down in a curtain call, though, that's you better do it in a show that you just fucking knocked the socks off of. Because I can't imagine somebody turning around after Cher and being like, and then she fell, ha ha ha.
Totally, that's valid.
I definitely would rather fall during curtain call than a number. I think that would have been harder for me to recover from.
Right. If you fell during the beat goes on,
totally.
The beat doesn't go on anymore,
Exactly. So what are you gonna do?
What I failed to mention in your intro, and I wasn't going to say today, but I'm half a whiskey down, is that Dylan and I saw the Cher show how many times together?
I only saw it 3 times, probably.
I think I saw it 5 times.
The best part about us, you saw it 2 more than I did.
Well, go ahead.
Because you saw it before I saw it. But the best part of for me, the best time that we ever saw the Cher show was it was the night of the Tonys. And we had a party at Michael's house to watch the Tonys. And Michael and I think Chris were the only people there who had seen the Cher show. So my drunk Tony Award ass got online and bought everybody in the room tickets to see Cher that Wednesday.
No.
And
we were like, Stephanie's gonna win in like 5 minutes, and when it happens, all the tickets are gonna go away.
Right.
So in our stupor, Dylan was like, show of hands, who's coming to see the Cher show? We're ordering tickets right now. Stephanie's gonna win after this commercial.
And then that Wednesday night, everyone that watched the Tonys with us, we all sat in a row in the front mezzanine, and it was everything.
Were the Tonys? What day were the Tonys?
On a Sunday.
So you went like super recent, right after that was. Fun.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It was the Wednesday after, and it was the Wednesday after, and there was like maybe like 8 or 9 of us.
Oh,
and I just remember the Tonys weren't even over, and I was like, okay, everybody, just like Venmo me this amount of money right now, because I just bought 9 tickets to Cher.
I mean, we were getting off book. Travis Chrysler challenged us at a house party to try to do a whole number, and I'm pretty sure we were almost perfect.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Anywho,
we love the stand. What do they call it? We stand the Cher show.
We stand.
Thing.
It was gone too soon.
Yeah.
Just like the Cher show. Gone too
soon. Anywho, okay. We got 3 more. Who had more dates in high school?
Oh God.
Sorry.
Nathan. Definitely Dylan. I didn't have any dates in high school.
I was boy.
Where did you grow up, Nathan?
I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago.
Okay.
So Micaela and I talk about this all the time. She's a city girl and I'm a suburb kid. And like, you can get away with anything in the suburbs. It's like crazy. So I took advantage of the suburbs, and we're going to move to the suburbs one day.
We are.
And our kids are going to do anything.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Do you see this right now? I'm getting called out in the live chat.
Oh, Harriet, Dylan, I don't spend the most money. Also, I bought everyone theater tickets.
That's really funny.
Harriet comes to us from England. She's our official British correspondent of the Quarantini. And she's got all the shade. All right.
Apparently.
Who is more likely, if push came to shove, who's more likely to rob a bank?
Huh. I've never thought about this question in my life.
Like if it got to what it had to be, which one of you just like pulls the trigger and robs the bank?
I got it.
1, 2, 3, go.
We would do it together.
Nice.
We would do it together. That's
rob a bank.
I mean, in that like Wonder Woman style. I don't know.
I changed my answer.
No, I'd be the one to do it. I don't know how I'd plan it though.
And this is the last one I have written down from the good folks at TikTok. Who's the most likely to fangirl over a celebrity?
So both fuck Margot Robbie, but I think it would be me.
To fangirl? Yeah.
I think it depends. I think it depends on the person.
Yeah, Micaela.
Dylan.
I mean, it depends on the person.
I fangirl over Florence Pugh, and you're like, why are you fangirling?
Well, I want to hear the Margot Robbie story.
Oh my God.
So we we have hall passes, right? And both of our hall pass lists is Margot Robbie. Can't speak.
Mm-hmm.
Margot, if you're out there.
Ready. So
I mean, now it's official. It's on the now it's on the record.
It's on the record.
Whatever.
So that's fun.
Yeah, that's the one.
I think you need a better answer.
I thought you were saying you met Margot Robbie before, and I was like, where?
Ooh,
why?
No.
Only in the dreams.
In the dreams. I think we both had dreams about it.
They've been good dreams.
Yep.
Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. Amazing. Does anyone have that hair though, says Marty Thomas. Shout out to Marty Thomas who dyed my hair for me. Or didn't dye my hair for me. It's a pandemic. But sat on thank you. He sat on FaceTime with me for 2 hours like a good friend and taught me how to use bleach.
Wow.
And, Marty Thomas somehow did my hair from a few miles away. So thanks, Marty. Welcome to the Quarantini.
My favorite show, SpongeBob SquarePants the musical.
Oh my God. So this does?
That was the SpongeBob.
That's totally it.
This is
it
giving
does.
me, if
It does.
Didn't Ethan wear that wig? It was like pretty much bleached.
Probably. I thought his was a little redder.
Oh.
I was really going.
Same wave.
Robbie got me really drunk and took me to it, so I thought it was bleach.
Well, I'm sure that helped. I was going for like the lost Malfoy kid, like the Malfoy kid that didn't make the cut because he was like off at like theater camp, and like never got into the family business, like never became an asshole, and just was like, I don't know, I was elsewhere.
That's funny. I love it. It's a good color. I miss that.
All right, Nathan, are you drunk enough to tell us any secrets?
No.
It's my favorite game. I've asked Nathan this question maybe 3 or 4 times in like the last year and a half. Whenever he's at Fit Before, I'm always like,
well, maybe not live on television. I used to have a friend of mine was a dresser, and when she got really drunk, and I won't tell you who because I'm assuming there's plenty of dressers and I haven't given it away, but when she got really drunk, she would play a game called One Question, and I was allowed to ask one question. She would answer it. And then I wasn't allowed to ask follow-ups or talk about it for the rest of the night.
Cool.
Yeah, that was a good
That's
game.
cool. That's a good game.
Their rules have really changed since I left. When I was there, we couldn't do anything on social media. And then the day the cast switched over to the second year, they were like doing takeovers and backstage tours and all this stuff. So like, I don't know what the NDAs are anymore. I just know that we in person, you know?
Yeah, so wild. Yeah, I remember when they came to Broadway to do rehearsals for 2 days. I was going to be hired to sit in rehearsals with the whole team and document the whole process.
Oh.
And they sent me over a packet of things to sign that was like this big. And I signed everything, I returned it, and then they ended up not doing that, I guess, or they went with somebody else. I don't know. But for like 2 days, I was going to be behind the curtain, but like the NDA packet was this big. It was like bananas. And it was like, you know, we own your memory cards. You're going to have to hand everything in. Like, you can't ever share. Like, we have 100-year release on them. It was bananas.
Whoa.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it was wild.
I
have a story that I joined the cast 2 weeks in because I was in final callbacks for the show and they were trying to minimize the number of people from London to Broadway. And so I didn't make the cut. But I joined them 2 weeks in. And I went through a quick audition process with the team, and I got a call from my agent being like, so you got it, but just so you know, they are waiting on J.K. Rowling's official word. And I was like, oh, cool, my fate is in J.K. Rowling's hands. Like, that's casual.
Oh my gosh,
that's so crazy. Wild. I'm still just baffled that you made listen, I'm obsessed with the show. It was a great show. I'm just still baffled that you made your debut in a play.
I know.
Broadway needs your voice. Broadway needs your voice.
But also, like, what a way. But like you were saying in the intro, it's like, you're like, oh, he made his Broadway debut in a play. And then you're like, let's watch him sing. And you're like, fuck.
It does kind of set you up for a really nice reveal when you could be like, and I can also do this.
Yeah. And a play, like.
Too?
Yeah, that was a cloak. I was like, revealing.
Badass. You know what I mean? Like. Mm-hmm. Like be such an artist in all the ways. It's really cool.
All right. Okay.
I mean, I'd be lying if I did not say that I spent a few hours today, like YouTube stalking the both of you. And Nathan has this. Oh God, I was singing it all day. It's a mashup, and it's like a Judy Garland song and something else.
It's a what song?
Judy Garland song. Now I'm drunk. Oh no, it's a mashup.
I sing Judy Garland.
Christopher.
Mashup on YouTube. I have a Jewish medley mashup on YouTube.
No, yeah, I saw that too, and which was also great.
When you said mashup, that was the only one that I remember Nathan doing.
I'll figure it out.
That was a fun one.
But wait, we have to go back to my question from the intro again. What concert was that, Nathan, that you performed in? That was the first concert that you performed in.
The first 54 Below concert with Ben was, I actually hadn't graduated yet. It was Broadway Loves Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson, that is correct.
That's right.
So I hadn't even graduated college then. Ben saw my showcase with his manager who was there. She took him. And he also sat, Ben knew Casey Cott as well. So they sat there, and Ben courted me after and said, I want you to sing at my Kelly Clarkson show. And
Was that the same weekend?
Oh, that's the
Robbie Roselle with the save. It was beautiful video on a happy face. Yep. Highly recommended. If you're watching and you haven't seen that YouTube video, go watch it now. I give you permission to leave. You don't even have to watch the rest of this broadcast. Just go watch Nathan Salstone sting Beautiful City and put on a happy face.
Totally forgot about that one. That was one of my favorites.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah, we put that one together. What were we talking about? No, it wasn't the same weekend as Showcase. It was like a month later or so. So I just came back to the city. And I think, funny enough, Harry Potter callbacks were like the day after that Kelly Clarkson show. So it worked out perfectly.
That's nice.
It was so
2
fun.
and 1.
Yeah.
I am
Crazy.
nearing the end of my cocktail, you guys. But this went so fast. Oh, you're done. Girl, proud of you.
Here's something.
I'm a like whiskey girl right now. I don't know what it's
We're
called.
having fun.
But before we start to wrap this up, what is something that is bringing each of you joy or hope or excitement while we're in this crazy time? I know the hard-hitting questions right at the end.
I will go take it all the way back to cooking. That's something like we have time for and I can do every day, and that's been really nice. And I also like super recently, like within the past week, had like a bit of a meltdown when trying to learn guitar, and then was like, you got to be bad at something before you can be good. And like, he's been pushing me to be better. And I love that, like, when you're in a relationship, like you can be held accountable in all the good ways. And so I'm kind of finally like, no, like, let's commit to trying to like be better at this thing that I want to do that like I've been pushing off because I'm shitty at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's been fun too. I'm giving me lots of hope.
Yeah. We have done a duet together every single morning since we've been in Florida.
I saw that on Twitter. I've been watching.
That has been 75 songs every single morning. Wow. So while like now we're nearing the end of it and it's like almost excruciating, it's still
fun. Yeah.
It's been like so fun and rejuvenating to do the music and do the art for us and not for people behind a table or people with money who will like
change it
make
anyway.
or break our lives or change it or, you know, put their stamp on it. And so I'm really looking forward to getting back to New York with all my instruments. I don't, you know, I know it's going to be a long time before things open back up. So I'm just like going to try to hone in on my own thing and try to get to a place of saying fuck it to other people's no's and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I feel like if there's a weird silver lining in a lot of this hardship that we're all going through is that people have been relentless about figuring out ways to create and figuring out ways to make stuff happen and taking opportunities that they may not have otherwise taken. So
right.
Thank you guys for being soldiers out there and making crap and just continuing to share yourselves with the whole world.
Yes. Fun. Thanks for having us on here.
We love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for joining us and for teaching us how to make the whiskey sour.
And like a delicious whiskey sour, by the way.
I know. I'm gonna have
these. Are gonna be going down.
I'm gonna easy to make. You guys are the best. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
We love you so much, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.
Right, take care.
Bye.
If you were just tuning in, well, if you're just tuning in, you're out of luck because you missed our guests. But that was Nathan Salstone and Micaela Diamond with the Whiskey Sour. Dylan and I are back tomorrow with another Double Trouble episode. The hosts of MT
Trivia.
Christopher and Kevin Metzger-Timson are our guests tomorrow. And we can't wait. I think that's all we got. Dylan, anything else?
That's really all I have. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. We love you all.
Thank you so much.
Hold on. And now it's over. Happy Wednesday. Ooh, it's Wednesday. Don't forget, Marty Thomas and Rachel Potter, Quarantine Cabaret, both friends of the show. And
7? 8 o'clock? 7 o'clock? 8 o'clock?
7. I think
it's at 7.
I think it's at 7, but go for it. Follow Marty Thomas. If you're watching this, you probably already follow Marty Thomas. But go check that out, and we will see you tomorrow at 5:30.
Yes.
Cheers.